Much for joining us on this edition of Horizon League Men's Hoops on the Marquee Sports Network.
You noticed he had to recover from Warwick.
Of course, the threes weren't falling in the loss at Purdue.
One or 2 day prep as well.
Morton Robertson rattles in a that time. Warwick can't get the bounce. Cade Meyer on the put. Want to show NKU some crowds. Mulder.
He's everywhere.
Man, Roberts has some bunnies. And Warwick is left open. Offensive board.
With a tough bucket. The offensive rebounds.
Up to a dozen. 3 Dons in double figures. Meanwhile,
it's going to lead to offense. It's going to lead to the easy ones. Thank
you so much for joining us on this edition of Horizon League Men's Hoops on the Marquee Sports Network and ESPN Plus. And this Atijere was ready to rock the rim that time. Bradley, nice stroke from deep. And it, Warwick can't get the bounce. Cade Meyer on the putback is able to put it up and in. And an empty trip for Atijere, but he gets his own miss and throws it down. That is his first. 14 fouls now on the Dons. And Atijere back-to-back taking care of the ball. Meanwhile, LJ Wells down. You see the Dons trying to push the pace, but NKU with some solid transition defense. Of course, the threes weren't falling in the loss at Pitt. Meanwhile, threes falling for Warwick. Team that can really shoot it from deep. Robinson down low, and that's just...
He follows it up with a block. He's everywhere.
Man, Roberts has some bunnies, but so does... Dons in front for the first time since about the 14-minute mark, but it only... As the second half is just underway. Michael Bradley, tough floater in the lane.
And dunk attempts that haven't quite been able to go down. Nonetheless, 2 good looks.
High-low action from Atijere to real effort. The hometown hero extends the Dons' lead. Bradley answers right back with a triple. So after a strong start by NKU, Dons have responded. But Israel's and Warwick is left open. Offensive board, Israel is there for the putback. And it feels like this Dons offense, who was struggling off. Jackson up to a dozen. 3 Dons in double figures. Meanwhile, Chilombo. Kenton, we knew that NKU was going to have some adjustments with the loss of Sam Vinson.
Really keep an eye on as, you know, this game winds down. Again, right there, Warwick. I was getting ready to say the pull.
Because you're going to get all night.
Sure was. Bello got downhill like a freight train, was able to really collapse the defense and find it successful for them.
Atijere with the block. Robinson, the bucket the other way. And a time.
And cleans up stuff around the rim, so props to him for crashing there.
Jalen Jackson in rhythm, and the Dons are
1 or 2 day prep as well.
Morton Robertson rattles in a triple. Dons back in front, and Morton Robertson.
Get burned going under there. Sure, it's something they'll address in the next huddle.
Hadnot answers right back. This week, they want to show NKU some crowds. Mulder finishes down low. Good response. That the Dons are taking are rushed. Here comes Roberts the other way. And Roberts.
And defense is going to lead to offense. It's going to lead to the easy ones. What a move.
Robertson steals it right back. Bello in rhythm. Bottoms.
With a tough bucket. The offensive rebounds. Deja vu.
With 2 personals. Roberts for the lead. And Anthony.
But had not there. You noticed he had to recover from Warwick. Back-to-back plays, most likely drawn up sets from Coach Horn, executed them perfectly. The guy has an off night, but the fourth guy, most likely you're not going to be able to hold them out.
One of the faces, if not the face of the Horizon League. Out the other way, Jalen Jackson! And Jack stay unbeaten in conference play. Roberts. And how about the feed from...
Yeah, you got to have a guard that can get you a bucket when you really need one, and he's that guy for them. And Rashid.
Timeout at McAllister's. The sandwiches are piled high. Tea is famous, and the salads, soups, and giant spuds are packed with
here in the second, as well as I think we had 7 guys on the floor throughout that possession.
Morton Robertson.
To get the Macedons to burn 8-9 seconds off of the shot clock.
Doesn't.
A big reason that the Macedons, just seems like Northern Kentucky is really stretching out possessions. Maybe the Macedons. You saw 3 guys involved in that.
Jackson wills his way to the rim and draws the...
Make sure that she had the headband for Bello there.
Morton Robertson, opposite court.
The rest of the way, stop the clock, put points on the board with no time running.
Nelson buries another triple.
Bucket if they could stretch this to 10 with the 3-minute mark coming up.
Morton Robertson, straight away, a triple.
Shoots a blistering 73% in one half of basketball from the 3-point line.